Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast.
The Kardasim Podcast. Listen if you want to.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Kardasim Podcast.
Hi.
What's going on?
Whew, it's been a year, hasn't it, ladies? And we're only
hope
3 months,
in.
3 months in.
I hope you're enjoying your dinner right now, because I know that's exactly what you're doing. Let us know in the comments if you're having dinner.
I'm eating a yogurt right now.
Oh my God, Kim, thank you for reminding me. You helped me remember what I closed the podcast with.
No, that was not an invitation.
Don't you worry
for that.
about it. Wink,
no,
wink.
I don't
got
think,
you.
And nobody missed that, Chloe.
That was
talking
not
about?
an invitation. Nobody missed that.
When she would be guessing, like, are you blah, blah, blah? Are you whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. I'll do it.
She
Don't
forgot
worry,
about
ladies.
it. Thanks, Kim.
Thanks,
I've already made them feel seen. You don't
See,
need
this
to.
is
also,
sisterhood. This is sisterhood, reminding us of the best parts
No.
of ourselves.
Also,
Anyway,
wake
so-
up, time to wake up.
Time to wake up. You're eating dinner.
No, some
Which
people are
is it,
eating
Kim?
dinner, and some people fall asleep while they're eating dinner.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
after a
so
long day at the
confused right
gym,
now.
sometimes I want a face plant in my split pea soup.
Somebody could be doing that right now, and I just saved a life. You're welcome. Wake up.
Wow.
You're drowning.
Or they're starting to fall
Would they
asleep
still
when they
be
start to listen
asleep?
to the podcast.
If
which
you're
is also
drowning,
something
If you're
that I
drowning,
think I
are
would
you
hope you want to wake up
Are
if
you
you're
still
drowning.
asleep if you're in your soup?
I think your
and you're
mind will
drowning?
wake you up.
Love it. Anyway, so ladies, what do you got going on in your lives? Like, what's going on? I think our audience really likes when we do these little catch ups.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about putting out a new invention, and you guys will hear, not a new invention, but a new, product for my successful product line, Glow
So
Glow
up to no
Glow.
good. Got it.
No,
So,
it's
Courtney,
going to be, and you guys will hear about it. You'll probably even hear about it in an episode or something.
Oh, I'm sure our listeners will have
Yeah.
something to say. Courtney, what's up with you besides work? Just how's life?
I'm actually holding a no box.
I said besides work.
Work is our life.
Yeah, that's all I
We're
can talk
literally
about.
being recorded all
I'm
the
trying
time.
to expand our horizons.
Okay, fine. I'm holding a mixer.
Oh, really? What time we come in?
You guys didn't get the invitation.
Well, you would have to send it, wouldn't
Send
you,
it.
Courtney?
Yeah, send it.
Okay, I'll make sure my people talk to your people.
So you
we're
don't want us
right
to come.
in
Just
front
say
of you.
don't want us there. That's fine.
Yeah,
you don't
just
have to
say
be at
you
every
don't want us there. Oh
thing.
my God.
I understand if you guys can't make it. Okay.
You didn't even send
Great.
it, Courtney. We're standing right in front of you. When
We're
is
sitting.
it? Shut up. When is it?
I already said it's
Who
this
cares?
weekend. You don't even listen.
I can mix things at home. I don't care.
The point is to mix with other Sims.
I mix all the time. I get plenty of mixing.
Sure.
Okay, so but that was really interesting. Thank you, ladies. Anyway, so before we get into
What about
it,
you, Chloe? Like, what are you up to?
what am I up to? I'm sitting
Actually,
here with
let's
you
get
bitches
started.
trying to power
Let's get
through.
started. I don't care.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. You don't offend me with that,
Let's
bitch,
start
because I want to
right
get
now.
through this.
Yeah, let's
Anyway,
go.
I'm mixing later. We have a shout out we have to give. This is from Low Echo. Believes that the new Lady Gaga album might be about glow, glow, glow. Excuse me. I listened to that album, and you think it's about glow, glow, glow?
I listen to it
Let's
too.
see what they mean.
When I listen to albums, I like to listen to 30 seconds of each song so I could really get a feel for it.
What is this? What is this?
Oh,
Some
it's
iTunes?
each track. They're saying what each track means. Like, for example, they say The Beast, a song about glowzillas and cockroaches with a K.
Okay,
I
well,
think you're
that's incorrect.
overreacting. Disease. This is the one I'm interested in. Disease. A song about the thing you contract when you use glow, glow, glow products. But that's about saying they can cure the disease, and I don't think that's about glow, 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 honey.
Vanish.
Then
and-
actually, though, no, then it is
What?
because Glow 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 can cure you. They're absolutely right.
Garden of Eden, a song about a department in Glow 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 Factory where the Glow 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 apple is made. Okay. I think that they are basing it off of the title.
Just the title, but not what the
I
actual
think
song
I
is.
and I
Killa,
like,
another song about Kim. Now there, you're onto something.
I like this one, Blade of Grass, A song about a lucky glow, glow, glow employee finally escaping the company and being able to touch grass for the first time in 15 years.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
15 years. Excuse you. My company hasn't been around that long, so joke's on you.
Yeah, it hasn't been around that long, so joke is on you.
Or has
In my
it?
mind, it has been, though.
In our minds, it
Because
has
that's
been
how you
too.
dream big.
It feels like years, doesn't it, Courtney?
I
Yeah.
can be your girlfriend for
No,
the
you're not about to.
weekend.
You're not about to ruin that song.
You know, she could have asked me to be on it.
She could have, but she has
Yeah.
common sense. Segment 1, listener response. You left your questions and comments for us at simgmproductions.com/podcast. And now we're responding. First one is from Gabriel. Yeah, come on now.
Ibanez.
Yabanes.
It
That's
says how
such
to
a
say
beautiful
it
name.
later.
Oh, okay, it's literally like a sentence in. Hello, Kardasims. I am Gabe Yun Benz. Okay,
Ibanez.
Ibanez. Okay, yeah, honey, I would have
Ibanez.
never guessed that.
So the B is silent.
Ibanez, get your ass downstairs.
The E is silent, the V is silent, the O is silent, the N is silent. Okay, I am Gabe Ibanez. This is for Kim.
Ibanez.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim. Well, I'm glad you're enthusiastic about this name because the question's for you. This is for Kim. Kim, you nasty, crazy, egotistical maniac.
This is good.
Good start. I purchased your
I disagree.
Kim, is this the product you were talking about? We will find out.
We always have a lot of things coming out.
I purchased your Glow 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 Soothing Face Wash, and before I used it, I searched your brand and saw all the horrible reviews. So you
Yeah,
got
so
it?
that's clue to not buy
That
it.
wasn't. See, they probably knew better because if you're looking at like Sim Google review, you're looking at Sim Yelp, you can't trust those.
Reliable sources.
You can't trust those because, first of all, I haven't ever verified my business there. And I've tried to have that taken down because I'm like, this is not our company. That's not our address.
Okay.
That's not our phone number.
Okay.
You have to go to our
God.
website
Kim,
for the real reviews.
you're going to face the music and ignore it like you always do, okay? I looked at the bottle and it said instructions found on Glow 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 website. So I looked it up and it took me to a page with a physical address in Italy. Okay. Now, normally I would throw it away, but I paid $899.99 for this. Okay, that's a bargain.
Yeah.
So I needed to use it. Honey, you didn't need to
You
buy it.
didn't, but okay.
You read the reviews, honey. I booked my ticket, flew to Italy, and found a piece of paper that was a treasure map to 3 different libraries in Puerto Rico, China, and the lost city of Simlantis.
Kim, really?
Yeah.
Kim, what is this? What are you doing? A scavenger hunt now with your
Yeah.
instructions, bitch?
Some call it a scavenger hunt. Some call it a treasure hunt.
Or a scam?
If you really want something, you should work for it. Get off your ass. Literally, I meant that when I said that. Get off your ass and work.
I searched far and wide and eventually found the 3 books, all encyclopedia-sized instructions and 800 pages per book.
Yeah.
Angry face emoji. My determination led me on, and I finally understood how to use the product. Honey,
That
you
is
have so
crazy.
much patience. Not even for like $900 would I like, honey. Okay. I used the face wash as intended. Then my face started to burn and blister. Honey, what did you
Big
expect?
surprise.
I checked the book and saw with 0.01 size font on page 421 of the second book. Not meant for human use, only for medium-sized cats and large-sized reptiles.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, right, Kim, because that's normal, right?
Yeah.
Let me just finish this real fast, and then you can talk your bullshit. I am currently in the burn unit at the hospital Waiting for my facial reconstruction surgery. I will never drink orange soda again. Wow, Kim, you made people stop drinking orange soda because of you.
Good.
Kim, you are so not watermelon. Hashtag so not watermelon. All right, Kim.
All you had see
So
this
you
is
made this
Yeah.
you made this person travel
I
around the
don't
world.
make anybody do anything. First of all, they willingly went to Italy, which, by the way, ciao amore,
And
which means
Similantis.
that means I like pasta. And I tried to explain to people, like, there's a reason why you have to follow instructions.
They
And
did.
Well, they
after
follow
the
them.
fact, that is not for humans. It's not for Sims.
0.01% text. Are you kidding me? Only
Yeah,
made
that's why
for
you have to buy the glow, glow, glow magnifying glass. We've been over this.
They read the instructions and there was nothing on there about the magnifying glass.
Well, that's what you have to use to read it. How else are you going to read the book?
They read the whole book, but you put the part that is the most dangerous in tiny text. Now, why is that, Kim?
Have you never
You ran out of room in your 3 encyclopedia-sized instruction books, you crazy
Haven't
bitch.
you ever seen like commercials and then there's small print where it says like, it'll be like, this medicine's for cough. And then in the small print, it'll be like, it's not for coughs.
No.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
That's on every commercial. And it even says like, these are actors. But in the commercial, the person will be like, I had a bad cough. And it's like, no, you didn't.
They name side effects. They don't say that their product actually does the opposite.
Yeah, they do. It'll
If it's
say
not
this.
meant for humans, that should have been like on the bottle.
We were thinking about putting
How is this going to help cats? You're trying to harm cats now? So what's the point? Your ad campaign, showed a human using the product on themselves.
First of all, are you trying to say that cats and lizards and reptiles don't deserve this kind of treatment? That's why we're going into
this on me.
That's why
facial?
that's why we're
Reptiles need a
going
facial.
into the vegetarian business to
For
help
their,
out those
for their
doctors.
scales.
You're going into the vegetarian business.
Yeah, to help out animals. And that's, sometimes we were thinking about opening up a glow, glow, glow stables, but it's not
Please
for horses.
don't.
It's not for horses, though.
Vegans and animal people are gonna they may be the ones to take you down, honey, if you do that.
Yeah.
They will be on our side because we would have a whole section that they would enjoy. Everything would be like, they would love this.
Oh, so here's some Beyond Meat. Are we okay now, everybody? What are you talking about?
That is such a good idea. It would be Beyond Meat, glow, glow, glow Beyond Meat, except there's a little bit of meat in there.
What if animals started to become beyond? What if there were animals that were Beyond Meat?
The Beyond Meat will be complete, the beef, for example. The Beyond Beef would be completely sourced by cows.
I don't even know what you just said.
Beyond cows.
Shut up. Okay, moving on. The next one is Linear Car.
Linear Car?
Linear Car.
Like lend me a car?
Your car?
No, I don't think that's the case. I think that's just the name, Linear Car.
Linear Car.
High card ass M's.
Emphasis on the ass.
They capitalize the ass in Kardasim. We put the ass in Kardasim. I wanted to ask if Kim, spelled the name wrong, can give us a tutorial on how to get off our asses and work. Well, I guess she just did that earlier.
Yeah, I did that with
a
product. I did that with a product. That's how intuition I am.
Given the dimensions of her ass, I am sure it's not easy getting up off of it to study in a bikini and run businesses into the ground. Okay, Kim, this one's for you.
First
so can you tell us how you get up off of your ass?
Yeah, since it's so big.
It's a sign of success to run a business into the ground because that's where you start. You start at ground level and then you work your way up.
But aren't you supposed to grow at some point? But you like to go down, so.
You have to go as low as you can to build the best foundation. That's like construction 102. You have to start
That,
from
okay.
foundation level and then work your way up. So you have to run the business into the ground to
Okay,
build it up.
whatever.
So when are you
How
gonna
about
start
getting up
going? When do you start? Yeah, going up.
As
and
soon
getting
as
up
the
off your ass?
foundation, as soon as the foundation is built, and in terms of getting off your ass, there's many things to motivation yourself. You can think about like have a goal in mind. So that's what I like to open up now. That's how I like to open up my mornings. I like to
Mhm.
be like, okay, Kim, successful lawyer and businesswoman, how do you set your goals? And really, setting your goals is about making that goal. And once that goal is
Kim, I hate to
made,
break it to you
it's
and
set.
your intelligence and everything you're saying right here, but I don't think they mean like a metaphor for like getting up. I think they literally mean getting up physically with an ass to your side.
Oh, you have to roll to one side,
Mhm.
use your right leg for strength, push
Okay.
up, and then you're standing.
Yeah.
Chloe
You
knows
can-
about this
that
you
one
know
is
how to
too.
do
yes, that is the
push-ups?
truth.
Push ups with your ass, essentially, because you have to roll
Yeah.
to one side, your dominant side, lift up,
Mhm.
clench,
Yeah.
and then you're on your
Yeah, and
dominant foot.
release,
Yeah.
and
And
release.
release.
It's
And
very
release.
important to
It's
release.
important to release. If you stay clenched as you're trying to get up,
Yeah.
you're going to be visiting the dentist.
See, Kim, now that was a helpful thing for people with booties to talk about, as opposed to what you were bullshit about before.
Both are true because it's about working and it's about getting up.
But one is
Yeah,
true for
okay.
you and the other isn't. You know what I
However,
mean?
if you're on the ground and you're trying to get up, ask for help
Courtney, what's it like
to
To
just be able to get
to
up.
just be able to just stand up
Yeah.
without having to
It's-
clench?
How does
and
that
release?
work?
It's great. I feel rejuvenated every day.
To
Do
just
your-
have a normal sized ass, it
Yeah,
must
to
be.
just stand up because I watch you guys struggle, and then I
Yeah.
just get up and do what I have to do.
And you never help.
Sometimes-
You never help.
You never
sometimes-
ask for my help. So.
I have
Yeah.
asked for your help. When we're at the beach and I'm like all laying out on my towel and I'm like, Courtney, help. You're already like halfway to the f***ing parking lot.
I
Yeah,
can't
and
help
then
it if
me-
I'm quick and don't have an ass.
And then me and I mean, you have an ass, but you don't have an ass like
Me and
ours,
Chloe
you know what I
have
mean?
like figured out a system to help each other up.
Yeah, Courtney doesn't go to the dentist as much, but yeah, we
Yeah.
had to figure out a way to get up when it's just the two of us.
You guys
Yeah,
just
Chloe-
turn
we link
towards.
our we turn
link
towards
our-
it,
yeah.
we turn each other, we grab our hands
The
together, we
hands,
link hands,
yeah.
and then we use each other as the weight
Yeah.
and stand up. 'Cause that's
Um,
the only way we can get up
It
when
takes about 6 minutes.
the
to get up
ass,
quickly.
the ass leverage.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
a seesaw motion.
Well, that's why I don't
Exactly.
help you because you have each other.
No,
Sisterhood.
but we're not always together. Sometimes we're just with you.
It could have been so much faster if you just helped.
Yeah, that would.
But I'm a
be.
fighter and survivor, and I can actually get up a little faster
my
than
God.
Kim because of it when I'm
Wow.
alone. But when we're together, we're better together, right?
Oh my God.
I wonder who has the most ass weight though.
Me.
It all depends on
No, it's definitely
it all depends
me.
on the dentist appointment.
Yeah.
I thought
Well, the
Chloe
day,
had
yeah.
the bigger
too.
ass.
I do.
No, she's just taller, so you're a little bit mistaken.
Anyways, thank you so much, and I hope that helps. Okay, next one is from it's thin.
Unless that S goes with the it's because there's two
Yeah.
S's.
Yeah, there's two S's. So
It's
I'm like,
Nyla.
yeah, it's Nyla.
It's in.
It's
It's
Nyla.
I love that. This question is for Chloe, the true fighter and survivor, and the real host of the podcast.
Wrong on both counts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Objection.
Did I mention how
Hearsay.
much? Did I mention how nice your name is? I love it.
Shut up.
And you're
You
my
couldn't even
favorite.
say it.
You didn't care to
That's
even
because
say
it's
it.
unique, guys. Have some respect. And you're my favorite sister because you're so watermelon, so funny as well. Laugh my ass off. Anyways, what's so funny about that? Anyways, my question is, would you ever try black hair? Well, thank you so much for your question. I think it's the best question we've ever had.
She would look like a vampire.
Aren't you a natural
I'm a natural
Brunette.
brunette,
brunette?
but I've had darker hair before. Like I've gone darker.
You've
You
never
would
done
look like-
black.
As like
You would
in the
not
sim in the sim
be-
GM world, I've never had black hair, but I've always been blonde or brunette. Is all you guys have ever seen. But
You would
I-
look like a vampire and nobody would recognize. Like, I think all of your fame
Oh.
would like be gone. Usually light eyes like yours, Chloe, would like look good with dark hair, like black hair, but not for some reason, but not you.
Yeah, you look scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I've been blonde for the longest now, and I think I'm just gonna stick to it. But I
The
don't
world
think.
breathes a sigh of relief.
Shut the up! I'm trying to talk right now.
That was
Okay,
good.
I know what colors work best for me, unlike some people over
Yeah,
here,
my
honey.
blonde. Okay, it's not my fault that you guys don't know to not dye your roots when you go blonde.
I know to
You
dye my
don't
roots.
do it. Your skin should almost look like it's continuing to go across your whole head. It matches.
That's scary.
Even when you make your roots dark, you still don't look right with blonde hair. So there's just some colors that are not meant for people. But if you're thinking about going black, I say do it. I don't know your complexion, I don't know your hairstyle, I don't know anything, but I say do it. And but for me, no, I don't think I'll ever go black unless we're like doing like like a fun video or something. Maybe then I'll do it.
I, on the
Like,
other hand, can pull off any color.
No.
no.
Yeah.
When
No.
your hair is blonde, Courtney, it screams desperate.
I mean, blonde doesn't work for honestly of the three.
It works the
all the
best on
sisters
me,
of
yeah.
no, honey, of all the
Yeah.
sisters, even on Kylie, it doesn't look great. Like honestly, I'm the only one who looks decent with blonde hair.
And
Not
it looked
mom,
like
not Kim, especially not Kim.
Wow.
I think that so no, I don't think I'll go black unless again, like I said, we're doing it for like a SimGM like video or something. But other than that, I'm always blonde.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no.
you had it darker for.
I start like I said, they've only seen me as a brunette and as a blonde. I'm fine as a brunette, but I prefer being a blonde.
That's so watermelon. Watermelon.
Welcome to segment 2. That's so watermelon, where we're given 5 random topics and we decide if each thing is so watermelon or so not watermelon. First topic, mispronouncing names. So watermelon or so not watermelon.
I can't relate.
Yeah, that's we're actually pretty good, I think, at nailing.
No.
Yeah.
We're
Names.
pretty horrible at
We're
saying
like,
names.
I'm pretty sure we're like on top
It's
of
not
it.
our fault. People like to send us weird names. That's not on us, but
I remember
I'm good at it.
I was at a club and I was like, let's
Plurb.
they gave me like a piece of paper and they were like, say the names and give them a shout out because it's their birthday. I was doing like an appearance for 20,000. I was there for 20 minutes. So 1,000 a minute. And
That
I was
sounds
like,
right.
yeah.
Mhm, that's about right.
And I was like, let's give it up for Henry. And they're like, it says Jordan.
Wow.
So I think sometimes people make mistakes. Some people put
Or people
wrong-
are just
Some people
dumb.
spell their name completely different than
can't
how it's
read.
yeah,
pronounced.
I was looking at the paper and I was like, okay, this says HJORDAN. I'm
A
like,
Ron.
I was like, that's Henry.
Okay.
Am I wrong here?
Yeah, Kim, I think that's a little different than
I'm
what
pretty
we're
sure
talking
that's
about
the
here. But
same. Yeah.
Well, Chloe, you mispronounce Kim's name all the time.
Yeah.
no,
you do.
I do
You
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
I don't.
And
I
the
know
fans
we-
have picked up on it, so they
yeah.
say
And now
Kim.
it's spread.
Kim?
Yeah.
How is Kim mispronouncing her name?
It's our accents. We can't help it.
I'm just saying
But
Kim.
you can help it though because you just do it wrong.
Yeah.
Kim. What am I saying wrong?
You
You're
sound like
saying it correctly now.
Yeah.
What do you mean now?
But when you're mad at her,
or
you
just
say
when
it
you're
a
just
different
saying
way.
my name.
Oh, so it sounds like that's her fault.
No, it sounds like
because
this
she
is
makes
your
me
fault.
mad and her name comes out differently.
You get mad when the wind blows.
Whatever. You're confusing Henry and Jordan together, you stupid bitch.
They're
wow,
very
I thought we were going to
close.
let that slide
No, now we're not.
because you're being attacked. Got it.
Yes. You
She's
attack me,
not-
I'm going to attack back. Period.
No one has attacked you, though.
Honey, I'm a fighter for a reason. Now, Now, Courtney, you say that we're bad at it. You just said it like flat out like we're just bad at
No,
it.
We're
Courtney is really bad at she definitely
doesn't try.
mispronounced.
She
She
doesn't
doesn't
even
try.
try to
Yeah, she
remember
doesn't
people's
try, so
names.
that's why. You know how many celebrities have gotten mad at Courtney because she just doesn't care to learn their names?
That sounds like their problem.
She
not
was
mine.
talking to Bradley Sim Cooper the other day, and
You know, there could
I don't
be
even know who that is.
exactly.
you know that there
here we
could be
are.
100 Sims in a room and none of them believe in you.
Yeah,
But
that's
one of them did, and that
Yes.
person was Bradley Sim
Bradley
Cooper.
Sim Cooper. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she was just like, "Are you a football player?" And I was like,
Well, he was
"Courtney."
tall enough, so
For football,
yeah.
yeah, I guess that's about right.
Well,
Height is
football
important
players,
for football.
there's a lot of football players who are like 6'6" and higher.
Yeah.
And then
they always try to talk to me, but you know,
And they're
I'm
always
with
so quick
Travis.
on their feet, bouncing that ball in football.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the Nets,
Mm-hmm.
and that's also a team.
And they do it on ice, like
Yeah,
crazy.
there's a lot of talent involved with athletic sports.
Yeah, that's why we love them.
But mispronouncing
we do
names
love them.
is so
Yes, we do.
watermelon because I like to hear you guys struggle, especially
Yeah,
in the
and
first
you don't
segment.
even try.
It's
I
so
try
not,
sometimes. The fans can agree.
It's so not
Can they?
watermelon because it's disrespectfulness. Like when
Yeah, I think it's
Chloe,
so not watermelon,
disrespectful Chloe.
isn't it? I know it is Kim.
Next topic, being true to yourself. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
It is so watermelon, and when you're true to yourself and you don't lie to yourself, you
Well,
will
yeah, like-
Fighter and
survive in this
Survivor,
world.
right? I know.
So what does
Well,
it
now
mean?
you're getting it, Courtney. Very good.
I do think that some people do lie to themselves, though. We just saw an example of
Oh,
it.
we know. Oh, yes, we see an example of it every time.
Yeah,
We've
we
seen
saw an
an
example
for several years.
We saw an
Kim.
example with Chloe when every time she calls herself a fighter and survivor, that's psyching yourself out because you're lying.
Well, maybe I need to
yourself.
work on that, and then maybe people shouldn't call themselves successful business women either.
Now,
if they're not.
there's a difference between being true to yourself and being true to somebody else.
And I also think it's ironic that the person who gave me the title of Fire and Survivor is saying that
Oh my
I'm
God.
lying to myself. I think that's
Mistakes
rich.
were made that day
Yeah,
that we will
didn't give that
never.
to you.
Mistakes weren't made.
Yes, they were.
Things
Mistakes
were
weren't
said,
made.
and you just took it.
See,
Things
look
were
at you
said,
two not
mistakes
being
were
true to
made.
yourselves and not admitting what you
Oh
saw
my
with
God.
truth.
I'd rather lie to myself.
Well, you didn't that day, honey, did you?
We did lie to
No.
ourselves.
Yeah, we weren't our true selves.
We weren't our true
that day.
selves in that moment.
And I apologize.
Yeah. To the world.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep telling yourself that.
There's a song by 68 Degrees called True to Your Heart. And that's a bit misleading because
First of all,
that's saying be true
first
to
of all,
yourself,
it's
yourself.
90.
Your heart is not yourself.
First of all, it's 99 degrees, you idiot.
Oh yeah, 99. Yeah.
God.
It was like true to yourself. Must be true to yourself.
Yeah, it sounded just like that.
So being true to yourself is so watermelon.
It's so watermelon.
Yeah, it's
but if you
watermelon.
have to lie to yourself, sometimes do that.
Okay.
You know, lie until you make it.
Right.
Next topic, tourist trap restaurants. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Do you need your inhaler?
What do you mean?
Sound
You
like
got
you
a
were
breath
out of
there,
breath.
honey? Anyway,
Sometimes you need to take a breath when you do stuff. Like what?
tourist trap. Who wants to be in a trap?
No, it's like a place, like a restaurant that's meant to get tourists, and then they like
Do they
overprice.
post a lot on their Insta? Like, come here.
Oh,
like,
like you
to
mean
trap
like you're
people?
you're saying like a thirst trap,
Yeah.
and
Like,
then when
look
you
at all
get
the
there,
sexy food.
yeah, look at this sexy
Yeah,
food.
you like this, and then you get there, and
You
it's
like
like,
this avocado.
and it's not as great.
Yeah, and then you get there and it's overpriced.
Yeah, you're trapped.
So
yeah, you're trapped.
So, but in
and
this
then
case, they're
you're
talking about
sometimes you're like literally trapped. They put you in a cage.
an interesting topic. So they're talking about like restaurants where they think it's one thing, but it's really not as great or something.
I think no, like I think it's supposed to be like everything is overpriced. Like it's meant to lure in
What does
tourists.
overpriced mean?
Which is I don't know. I just
Yeah.
heard
That's
that
what poor
word.
people use.
Yeah, what is overpriced though?
Yeah, what would be overpriced, you guys? Let
Siri,
us know in the comments.
Siri, what's over? I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody look up what's overpriced.
Yeah.
I've heard that word though. I know that's
But-
what they use.
But if that's the case,
It
I mean,
says
we can all.
tourist traps are known for charging higher prices than similar establishments.
So that's
Okay.
overpriced when
Okay,
something
so
is high.
let's get in the mind of somebody who
that
can't
just-
afford it. Okay,
Okay.
let's get in their mind.
Ew,
real
I
quick.
hate it. I hate
This
it. I
is
hate it.
disgusting.
I don't like it either.
$1,000 for this.
Wow, that's too
How?
much.
Yeah, wow. I am so mad.
This is a trap.
This
Okay.
is I'm so trapped.
I just drank this water and it's $200.
Oh my God.
And it's not even like carbonated.
It's tap water.
What
It's
a
Whoa.
trap.
What? I'm so trapped.
Okay, so now
Okay.
back to
And
snap back to
scene.
reality. I think that in that moment I felt anger.
I
That
was
felt
so,
bad, yeah.
I
I
felt
didn't feel good. I felt like I was scammed.
I felt like they were taking me for a ride that I didn't pay for.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So in that case, in this moment of just trying
In
to
that
relate,
moment of
I'm gonna
you're
say so
being-
now watermelon.
You're being
Me too.
empathetic
Mm-hmm. It's a trap.
because you feel pathetic when you're feeling
Yes.
that emotion. That's
Who wouldn't
And
feel
because
that?
you went there on your own volition.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pathetic.
which volition is very good for like fuel in your car. It's a type of oil.
So yeah, I think that so now watermelon.
It's so not watermelon in that moment
Yeah.
Yes,
For
in that
poor
moment.
for poor people.
for poor people.
We all know what it is to be scammed, but I don't feel that big of a
I
money
don't.
loss when
I've never been scammed. Never.
Well,
part
honey,
of
you're
one.
scamming.
Yeah.
What?
So
You're the
anyway,
scammer.
Do you mean to say scanning?
no, let's move on. Let's
Because
move
I'm
on.
always scanning for good
Please.
opportunities.
Please, let's move on.
Next topic, being selfless. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
What is that?
Being selfless. Does that mean to
Yeah.
not be like selfish or
Or
not be
does that-
self-resolved?
Does that mean not knowing yourself? Like,
Like is that like not having yourself? Like you're invisible or something?
Yeah, like what
Yeah,
does that
like,
mean?
Like suddenly-
knowing
person.
thyself.
Instead of being myself, the word is just my. Because you're selfless, the word myself is now just my.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why does this
selfless.
feel like a who's the smartest?
Yeah.
topic?
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to
I'm
give
having to
us.
think too much.
This is a
about
riddle. This is
Yeah.
literally a riddle.
But okay, I'm just gonna go by what I think it means, and I
Okay.
think it means to be not self-centered. Maybe.
This. To not think about yourself.
Yeah,
So-
it's
so we're
it's basically
doing-
not to have main character energy.
So this is like fiction then.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's not. This isn't a real thing.
Yeah.
So, if
hypothetically, if we
yeah.
didn't care about ourselves,
Yeah. Well,
and
I can't
honestly,
relate.
that's not healthy. From the sounds of it, being selfless is not healthy.
yeah.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
think it's
kind
great.
of I'm number one in all situations. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
like
actually
put yourself
number one. So I
put yourself first.
Yeah.
You should
can't.
always be number one.
So yeah, it's soda
Like,
watermelon.
when
Yeah, it sounds not
Like
so
even
watermelon.
even when you're on a plane, they tell you to be. They don't say be selfless. They say be selfish.
Yeah, put the
You
vest on.
put your mask
first.
on first, and then you just sit there.
You even put your mask on first before you put it on your kid.
Last topic, expensive eggs. So watermelon or so not watermelon?
Huh?
Yeah, there's like a phenomenon going on where
So first we're doing tourist traps where we have to get into the mind.
yeah,
now we have to do
get in the
expensive
mind
eggs.
of first of all cooking, and
We
then
have to be
second of
very
all,
selfless
I cook.
in this segment this time.
yeah.
Why are they making us think so much this podcast, you guys?
So expensive eggs. They're not talking like ostrich eggs. Then I think they're talking
Those
about
are
like
expensive though.
Yeah, but I think they're talking like regular people, grocery
Okay,
stores.
Oh, okay,
sure.
so we're not
Okay,
talking about
so-
fancy
Okay, let's get into the
restaurant
Like
minds.
eggs.
fancy restaurant
Because that's
eggs
so
that have like
watermelon.
yeah, those are so watermelon. Like they have gold flakes on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could ask
Ladies,
for
let's
ostrich egg.
once again get into the minds of somebody who grocery shops.
Okay.
And okay, so picture you're walking down the aisle and
Ew.
you see a carton
Ew, I
of
don't like
eggs.
it.
We've attempted that and it did not work
We
out.
see a
for
car.
us.
Well, honey, you're not the one who got knocked. You did almost
Well,
freeze
some
to death.
people.
Anyway,
I froze.
anyway, so you're walking down the aisle. You see, this is
Okay.
before that thing that they call inflation, aka people who are upping their prices even though they don't
Economy.
need to be
Yeah.
upped anymore. So you're walking
Economy.
down. You're walking down.
Do we have a cart?
Just sure. You have a
Yeah.
cart.
Okay. We have a
Okay.
cart.
You're walking
not
down.
not a basket.
I'm trying to create an image.
Okay.
I'm wearing my
walking
high
down.
heels.
Yes. I
The
have on a
trash.
cute mini dress.
You're walking down and you see some eggs.
Okay.
And they are for a price that is just unspeakable.
Yeah, unspeakable.
What would
Right.
that be?
And the eggs
And
are
you
in a
think to
cardboard
yourself, oh my
box.
goodness, a couple of months ago they were lower and now they're higher.
Before
Even though
these were $1.97.
And you look to
Yeah.
your right, and there's a lady crying, holding
Yeah.
a carton of eggs.
and she's like, my eggs.
and she was just like, I was told that the prices would be coming down and then they're
Yeah.
up. I was
When
lied
will-
to.
when will money be in my pocket?
Yes.
I
Okay.
have none in my
Ugh,
So
pocket.
okay.
I take the eggs and I smash them on the ground
And get a discount.
because they're too much. They cost too much.
They cost too much. You could get a
Okay.
discount that way.
Yeah, I'm
And
so
now
upset, and I
and now the
threw the
workers,
lady's eggs down now too, and
Yeah,
she's
and she's
crying
crying
more.
even-
I
yeah,
thought
she's
I
crying
solved the
harder.
problem.
And
But
then
you
I
didn't.
come around and I'm like, can I get some eggs? And they're like, we've got marshmallow eggs, and I take those instead.
But then they tell you that, oh, Kim, these are even more expensive.
oh no.
What do you do?
I'm gonna eat them right there.
And then you die. Okay, scene. All right. So that's the scene. So, okay, imagine all of that happened. How would you
Yeah.
feel? Besides
well,
Kim, because she's not
apparently
around.
I'd have a funeral.
Anyway, all right. So so in that moment, I felt like I'm
I
being
felt
scammed.
helpless. I felt
felt-
helpless.
Yeah, I felt helpless.
I thought just me and Kim were there.
Yeah,
Were
you never said you were
never
there,
Showed
Chloe.
up.
I
Yeah,
said
where
that
were you?
I said you're okay, fine then. You can just
Yeah,
tell me
where
about
were
your
you?
experience since I set the scenery. I was the person working there. You didn't see me, but I was working hard. I have 2 kids at home. I'm washing the floor and I'm trying to make ends meet to
Oh,
afford
you're
eggs
cleaning-
that are only getting more expensive that I have to put the price
You're
tag
cleaning
on.
Yeah.
the eggs.
And I witnessed all of that after putting the eggs down
But
for
are
you to
you
buy.
upset about the egg price, or are you just
I'm upset that some bitch just threw eggs on the ground and now I have to clean it
so
up.
now you're coming at me
and
with
then
a
someone's
lawsuit.
dead now and I have to call an ambulance.
So now there's a lawsuit on my
and
hands.
there's a lawsuit only when Chloe is cleaning and then she trips on the yolk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where the
Yes.
lawsuit comes in.
So
So
That-
So
expensive
in that
eggs.
moment,
okay, ladies, we get it. So in that moment, did you feel scammed?
I felt helpless. I was just like, why?
And as you died before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Brittany?
was so the reason I died is
I
'cause I had
held
a
her
heart
in my
attack.
arms.
I was shocked
she
and I had a
died.
heart attack.
You did?
I
Wow.
did.
Well,
Yeah.
we're different people in this. So,
My last words were, why are these eggs so expensive?
and then I
Yeah.
was forced to call an ambulance. So it's so not
So,
watermelon.
yeah, it's
Clearly,
so not watermelon.
nothing
Yeah.
good comes of expensive eggs.
Yeah.
Especially if you were told by someone that they were going to bring the prices down only for them to go up. You would be
Something-
mad.
Just a
Some-
really good movie would come out of it.
Yeah, really good movie. And
Yeah.
what would it be
It'd
called?
be a cult
though?
classic that didn't do well in box office, probably.
It'd be called
Straight to streaming.
It'd be called Expensive.
Eggs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Expensive. Wow.
Coming to theaters.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Who's
The
Smartest.
me.
Me. Time for segment 3. Who's the smartest? We're given 2 random riddles and 1 random word we don't know, and we try to guess what they mean. Whoever guesses the closest is the smartest.
Why'd you say that like you didn't know?
I'm trying to make it sexier.
failed? Take the L, Courtney, and move on.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't. First one. How do you get a baby astronaut to sleep?
You give it some Milky Way. Wait,
I kind of like that.
you give,
Give
it
it some
some
Milky
Milky
Way.
Way.
How do you get a baby astronaut to sleep? So
You
an
take
astronaut,
the astronaut helmet off.
You give it some kryptonite.
put it in a rocket, and that'll put them to sleep.
You rock it. You rock it.
Rocket. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
You rock it.
No, that is not what you meant, but I got it from
So,
that.
but you got it because I put it in your head. Rocket.
You rock it.
You rock
it has to
it.
be that.
I said the word first, so it's
Yeah,
me.
but you weren't even thinking of that.
You
so,
put it in a rocket. You put it in your
No, you
your
I
arms,
would
and that's
say
a rocket.
it'll be a combined. It says moon rocket to sleep.
It should literally just be
You should
rocket.
just
Like,
say
shut
rocket.
the f up.
Oh, and then this other one says you rocket.
Yeah,
So,
there we
yeah.
go. Who the
All right.
said moon rocket to sleep? Like, you're just being extra. Shut up.
Calm down, Kim.
No.
Deep breaths.
So you got it. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, a half team effort.
Second one.
Ain't no half about it. There's no such thing as half teamwork. You're either a team or you're not, Kim.
In a half, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be selfless.
And you have
right?
to have the brain to think it first.
You know what?
Right?
A Milky Way sounds really good right now.
It does. Second riddle. Why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover?
Because it's green.
Because it's bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck.
Oh?
Well,
But-
I don't know. If
Wait,
that's the
why?
case.
That was my
But-
first thought too, but I
But
don't know
why? Never iron a 4-leaf clover
Because they're lucky. It's just funny that we're doing this and it's March.
because you flatten. Wait, I don't get it. Like,
because the leprechaun will come and slap you in the face. I don't know.
because it's straightened.
Never iron a 4-leaf clover.
Because
No.
it would be ironic.
What?
I don't know.
I was thinking like the irony, but I don't know how that leads to anything.
because
This is
it's
stupid.
irony.
I'm going to guess it has something to do with luck because everybody assumes 4-leaf clovers are lucky because it's a mutated
Because it has to stay curled.
clover. It's a weed, for Christ's sake.
Well, it has to do with botany, so that gets her crazy.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
You would think, if anything, you think
I've
you'd be
moved on from
excited.
that
Okay.
because I got a point for that. I think it was in botany. Botany.
Iron a
Botany.
clover.
There's no.
I literally corrected
before
myself
it.
before you could, so shut the up.
I have no idea, you guys.
Yeah,
but
like
I think
I never
it has to do
ironed.
something
Well,
with
best
luck.
thing you could
but-
do is search.
because
You know what I mean?
that's you would be green if you don't. With
Just
the
look it up.
With my lucky charms. That's how Irish people sound. It's just the luck of the Irish.
Botany.
It says, okay, why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover? And
Why?
the answer is, you don't want to press your luck.
Well, I had said
No.
something about luck and bad luck. So
You guys did say something about luck, but
So-
that's so
But
dumb.
I didn't know how to connect it.
yeah,
Pressed.
me either. But
We don't iron. Like
I just said
how are
'cause
we
it's-
supposed to?
I said it's
That's-
bad luck. But I knew it had something to do with luck, so maybe half a point.
Do people call ironing pressing?
Yeah,
Sometimes
Why?
I don't know who
because it's
irons?
pressing it with heat.
Yeah. Okay. So I get half a point because I knew it had something to do with luck.
Both of you said luck, yeah.
Once again, I said luck first.
Okay, now we're going to guess what this word means. Coprey. Kouprey.
Cope prey.
Pray.
Court prey.
To me,
Yeah,
it
it
sounds
looks like my
something.
name.
To me, it sounds like something. I don't know. Like it's just probably not the right thing, but I don't know. Like a group of people, like a kind of like a cult, almost like a group of people. Like it's a copray
Yeah.
of
Okay.
people and
Like
an
a-
organized.
Like a cult.
Yeah, almost, but just mean like a group of people, like whether it be a cult or just like a group of people doing
They're
something.
just congregating.
Yeah.
I would say it's like a type of prey. Like an easy type of prey you can get.
Easy type of prey.
Yeah,
you mean
like an
something like you mean like a
Just-
prey, like an animal.
Something
or-
that you hunt, yeah.
Okay.
Like an
Mm.
easy prey.
Yeah.
That's a co-prey there, not just a regular prey. That's a co-prey.
Mm.
So easy pickings.
a copre, which is
So like
something you
Kim
have
would be a
to.
copre if she was like an
Yeah.
animal. She would be a copre.
I think it's either a hat of some kind
Oh,
No, you're going
or-
simple, huh, honey?
or a soup.
wait, what?
Either or, bitch.
Which
Either
one?
or.
I'll have the copre.
with
Yeah,
my
that-
copre
While I'm
hat.
wearing
with
my
copre
copre.
hat. Which
All right,
one,
Courtney,
though?
which
Super
one?
hat.
Are
Yeah,
we
you have
eating
to-
it or wearing it, honey?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I'll say wearing it.
Okay, so it's a hat.
So we're not eating it. I mean, you could eat it, but
You love my copre? Got it at a store. A store.
all right. What
you
is
can
it,
get
Courtney?
the soup there too.
No.
Copre soup comes complete with chicken, garden salad on the side. Chicken garden
So
salad.
it comes with something invisible that doesn't exist.
It exists. Done with this.
The copre is a wild forest dwelling ox.
What? Wait, so I would imagine oxes are easy prey.
It's
It doesn't say anything about it being a prey.
endangered wild ox.
So I was right. They are easy prey.
No, I would say maybe you would get half a point because it's in the animal realm. Like, and you got that right.
Wildlife, and
Yeah.
it's easy. And every animal,
But not
at the end
everything
of the
that's
day,
a prey is an animal. So.
If it's endangered, it's been prey.
So you get half a point, maybe. Maybe. Courtney, what do you think?
I mean,
This
it's
is your-
reaching
Yeah, it is
No.
reaching.
because it's an
No.
ox, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
is
not
that
saying
not
anything
an
about it being a
animal?
prey. It's just the type of animal.
They're critically endangered.
Maybe if you just called it an animal, but you didn't. And I was
No.
actually the one who said animal. Like when you were explaining it, I said animal. Like I was like, do you mean like an animal?
And I said yes, because that's exactly
Once
what I was
again,
always thinking
I'm
of.
just really giving everybody like their answers.
You didn't give
today.
me I
But it
had
didn't lead
said-
to a right answer for you, so 0 points.
All right, that was fun. So fun.
We all got points. And we're all winners at the end
No,
of the day.
you didn't get a point though. Did
No, there's winners and there's losers.
We're all winners at the end of the day.
But Courtney, Kim didn't get a point in the last one, did she?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
did.
think so.
I had one in the first question, and then I had one in this one.
No, you
because of
didn't.
Wild. Yeah, I did.
You were either aiming for a half a point in that last one, but you certainly didn't get a full point.
I had exactly.
No, you were talking about prey, and this was about a fucking animal. Okay?
What is prey if they're not an animal?
There's a lot of things that are considered prey that aren't animals.
Name one.
Humans.
We're animals. We're part of that. Sims and humans are a part of that species.
Insects can be prey.
Insects can be prey. Fish can be prey.
Those are all animals. Everything you've named.
Fish is not an animal. It's a fish.
It's an animal. Is it not a crest?
Excuse me? You're right. Full point. It's a crest.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that insect that is like a stick? I don't think that's an animal.
A ladybug?
All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to the podcast. I hope
Thank
you're
you.
having a good, year as best as you can.
Yeah.
Stay strong out there.
hope you stay away from tourist traps and eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stay strong.
Mm-hmm.
Support Kim businesses.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Are you eating? Are you drinking? Are you listening to the podcast? Are we all done? Are we all done?
Well, did you mess it up?
No, I was saying, are we done here? Because usually
Yeah.
when I do this, you guys like to interrupt me.
I'm not.
I wasn't.
We already told you beforehand, don't do this.
Are you eating? Are you drinking?
God.
Are you at a tourist trap restaurant? It doesn't matter.
Are you
'cause you're
getting
listening
eggs?
to the Kardasim podcast.
Don't. No, that is so. Really, in a post-COVID world,
That's
you're gonna
the nice
blow a kiss.
cherry on top.
You're
Okay, that didn't sound great.
Stop it, Chloe. Nobody wants a kiss blown to them.
Good night.
What? No.
Sleep tight. And don't let the
bed
glow,
bug.
glow, glow cockroaches.
All right,
bite.
so are we ending it now?
Yeah,
We are
so we
ending it.
end
We're
it.
done.